till it's over. I wanna get up out my chair, cause everybody's getting so lazy.
Sounds
Don't
like
want nobody touch my hair, cause a lot of sisters acting too crazy. And them not tough like this, rough like this, and them not nice like this. Some can't take it when you talk true.
Julian is unfortunately not with us today, but Julian, wherever you are, we trust that you are
and
well.
I got my brain, and I'm pretty like my mama. I don't wanna pick your brains, I just want the microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I wanna share my love, but it's gotta be with someone who's precious. You're never gonna get my love, accepting that you're real precious. You're never gonna cramp my style, baby, cause I get a lot of pleasure. And if you wanna test my style, you better have a whole lot of measure, cause I'm a rock back chick, never tag along the never look back chick. Trendy, a little crazy, intelligently singing rock back chick. No sticks, no stones, or any kind of weapon don't belong here. I don't wanna break no bones, I just want a microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me fake. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Tobago, and welcome this morning to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. It is Friday, the 1st of April, 2022. Yes, it is April Fool's Day, but we're really hoping, please, all you take it down this morning. Take it down this morning with those pranks. Remember, viewers, that this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Julian, unfortunately, is not with us this morning, but Julian, wherever you are, we trust that you're safe and that you know, things are well with you, and we trust that you have a great day today. But Tobago, it is a beautiful rainy day in Scarborough. I'm not sure where you are logging on from, but it's a rainy day in Scarborough. We're coming to you live from the 3rd floor Port Mall, Lower Scarborough, Tobago, and it's a beautiful rainy day today in Tobago. I guess you could probably, you know, thank God. Yeah, not probably, but you should thank God this morning for some rain. All right. So lots of interesting things happening today. Before we get all wrapped up into things, we want to, you know, I want to take the opportunity this morning to send out a congratulations to the acting superintendent of police in Tobago, Rodel Kirk, my classmate, my schoolmate, and Tobago is really proud of him having bagged his master's in law, and we say congratulations going out to him today. Rodel Kirk, attorney at law. He has been a police officer for the past 29 years. So Tobago is really proud of you. And I just wanted to squeeze that in this morning before we head over to news this morning with news in 90 seconds with Denicia Dempster. Over to you, Denicia.
Here's the news in 90 seconds. The Division of Education, Research and Technology is reporting a smooth examination day for the secondary entrance assessment examinations. 982 students wrote the essay yesterday in Tobago. The division stated 6 students were not able to sit the exams because of COVID-19 related issues, while another student fell ill during the exam and had to be withdrawn. Those students will be given another chance to sit the exam on April 24th. Police are warning criminals from Trinidad that they will not stand for any criminal behavior in Tobago over the Easter holidays. During a press conference, Acting Senior Superintendent Juna Benjamin says police will be on the lookout for persons with outstanding arrest. They will also be conducting frequent roadblocks, DUI testing, and will be patrolling the beaches and other areas. Senior Sup Benjamin says their aim is to ensure visitors and Tobagonians have a safe experience for the Easter holidays. Now to news from Trinidad. A second autopsy on one of the LMCS divers, Kazim Ali Jr., found that he might have been alive for up to 39 hours after being sucked into a pipeline. On February 25th, 5 divers working on a riser at the berth 6 of an offshore Paria pipeline near Pointe-à-Pierre were sucked in. One diver, Christopher Boudram, made it out alive, but the other 4 perished. Their bodies were flushed out on February 28th. Attorney for Ali Jr.'s family, Gerald Ramdeen, yesterday revealed autopsy reports and death certificates all indicated that he might have been alive on February 28th. The cause of death was listed as drowning as asphyxia. Thank you. That's your news in 90 seconds. Back to you, Ria.
Thank you so much there, Denicia, for the news in 90 seconds. Well, viewers, lots of interesting things happening today, but before we jump into what's happening on the program, let's just give you an idea of the birthdays. So we've got some really special birthdays going out today, and we're really happy. In fact, yeah, we start off this morning with one of our very own. This is our director, very young guy, very, very young guy, and he is our director here at Tobago Updates for the morning show. This is Judan. Judan celebrating his birthday today, and he's really shying in the background. But lots of love going out to you this morning, Judan, from the entire team, the crew. He tried to keep it down low, but don't worry, we got a nice shot of him, you know, when we came in this morning. I think we're going to share it with you maybe a little bit later on. He tried to downplay it. So, Judan, love you very much. And we trust that, you know, you have a really good season of your life as you enter this new stage. So, love to you. Celebrating a birthday today as well is Trisha Gibson. Trisha celebrating, and happy birthday going out to you this morning, Trisha Gibson. Have a great day, Trisha. Eat some cake and ice cream, and love from your good friend Ria or as well. So, all the best to you. As well, we've got Dwayne Knight. Dwayne Knight celebrating his birthday. So love going out to you this morning, Dwayne Knight, from the Tobago Updates family and the team. We trust that you enjoy your day. And I tell you, this gentleman does not seem to age at all. Every time he looks the same, what, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, he doesn't seem to age at all. All right, so have a great one there, Dwayne. So let's just tell you what's coming up on the program this morning. And I'm really missing Julian this morning. It's a Friday, you know, the rain is falling. Julian should have been here. We would have been sipping coffee or tea or water, knowing Julian. And the fan would have been on for sure. Julian, I'm really missing you this morning. But coming up on the program this morning, we are going to be hearing from Candace Jackson. Candace is going to be chatting with Dr. Faith B. Israel and Dr. Nathaniel Duke on the tour of the Tobago Roxboro Hospital. So we're going to be hearing more from them first up this morning. And then we're going to be chatting with Raymond O'Keel, Jay Shadi Gans, and Kieran Fritz as we focus on Student Preparation 2022. And this is Isaac 98.1's Student Preparation 2022 that's coming up this weekend. So they'll be able to give us some more information on that. And then closing us off this morning, we will be chatting with Abigail Daniel and Corelli Lyons as we focus on Grasshopper Entrepreneur Mixer. So that's coming up on the program. You do not want to miss it. All right, so we're going to be sharing some of the information from the live. Let's see who's on the live this morning before we get into things. Who is saying hello? Who is saying good morning? All right, and yeah, let's just get that there. Who is saying hello? Who is saying good morning? So we are hearing this morning from Shala Ramsey Roberts. Hey, Shala, good morning. It's good to hear from you this morning. Good morning, everyone. Terrell Trim, Russell Morrison, good morning. Good morning to the Tobago Update Show. Vernell Meyer Hector, blessed good morning. Joy Kwashi, blessed morning to the Updates family. Good morning, guys. And it's really good to have you guys locked on with us today. And like we said, it's a Friday morning. It is a rainy Friday morning. So wherever whatever you're doing, keep safe. Don't get wet. And we want to send out congratulations to all those boys and girls who completed SCA yesterday. Now you can breathe a sigh of relief. It is over. It is done with. But just know that the next phase also begins. But you can take some time, relax, breathe, inhale, smell the roses. But the next phase begins, even as we go into CSEC and CAPE examinations right around the corner. All right, so Lots more coming up on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. Viewers, remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC Secret Recipe Bucket, with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Tobago is Easter, so join us. Call Thorns Place 745-7306 or 682-8676 and book your stay now. Rooms as low as 200 TT. Message us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Just a 5-minute drive from the Scarborough Port. Tobago is Easter, so join us.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, Tobago. I am Candace Jackson and I am coming to you from the Roxboro Hospital because today the hospital is about to open up some of the services to the public, and we are going to give you a very Tobago updates exclusive look at some of what this hospital has to offer. Of course, not all of it is yet ready because there are some things that are still being worked on, some equipment that has been delayed with shipping issues out internationally. However, we are going to give you that look and be able to tell you, what some of the services that persons in the East can be able to access here at the Roxboro Hospital. And of course, first of all, to tell us some of that is none other than the Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel. Good morning and welcome to you, Dr. Israel.
Good morning, Candace. Good morning, Tobago Updates. Welcome to Roxboro.
Great. So, first of all, we're right here now at where the reception area is inside, and we're going to go and take a look inside, and you're just going to tell me a little bit about some of the services that are going to be available from today.
Certainly. So the services that are going to be available are from April 1st, and that is why it's important for us to do this this interview so that people are fully aware of what is happening here. So we have the Roxboro Health Facility. Before now, we've had this the primary care services. So the stuff that used to happen at the health center out the road is actually happening in
the gift area is inside, and we're going to
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Rest easy at American stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American stores, where we make quality living affordable.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Roxboro Hospital, because today the hospital is about to open up some of the services to the public, and we are going to give you a very Tobago updates exclusive look at some of what this hospital has to offer. Of course, not all of it is yet ready because there are some things that are still being worked on, some equipment that has been delayed with shipping issues out internationally. However, we are going to give you that look and be able to tell you, what some of the services that persons in the East can be able to access here at the Roxboro Hospital. And of course, first of all, to tell us some of that is none other than the Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel. Good morning and welcome to you, Dr. Israel.
Good morning, Candice. Good morning, Tobago Updates. Welcome to Roxboro.
Great. So, first of all, we're right here now at where the reception area is inside, and we're going to go and take a look inside, and you're just going to tell me a little bit about some of the services that are going to be available from today.
Certainly. So the services that are going to be available are from April 1st, and that is why it's important for us to do this this interview so that people are fully aware of what is happening here. So we have the Roxboro Health Facility. Before now, we've had this the primary care services. So the stuff that used to happen at the health center out the road is actually happening in here downstairs now. But as you are fully aware, this is actually a hospital facility. So from the 1st of April, we will start some of the outpatient services for the hospital. We are now at the reception area. This will be the A&E reception area. This is when we start up the accident and emergency services. By the way, that is not going to be available just yet. We'll talk a little bit more about that. We'll have Dr. Duke talk about that. But for now, we have outpatient services. But this is the reception area that you will come into as long as you come into the health facility.
And of course, when that service is operational, you would have like the ambulances and so on coming right out there and then through these doors. So
actually, because of where A&E is actually on the other side, there is an entrance on the outside where the ambulance comes in and the patients run right from the ambulance into the A&E on the other side.
All right. So now moving on through...
Certainly.
Through the reception area?
So yes, we could go this way.
All right.
Hello. Hi, morning. How are you all? So we are here at the, yes, that one. Thank you.
Exclusive looks.
Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, my dear. How are you?
And then we are here at the radiology department.
Yes, this is where imaging will be happening. So we have radiology happening here. Dr. Duke will also tell you a little bit more about exactly what kinds of imaging would be happening. But we have radiology here. If you look down on that side, you would see the sign that says primary care services. So that is where the health center services will continue happening for a while. And this way,
yes.
Emergency
through those
doors, yes.
When it is ready.
When it is ready. We also have the lab services would be here. We're seeing the sign here. That is going to be part of that is going to be up and running as well. And then we get to go upstairs to see where all of the fun stuff is
And
happening.
just so that viewers can get an idea, some of the services, and they are very well signed off. So we have X-ray, we have CT scans, we have ultrasounds. So the whole package is going to be available here for residents in the East.
Yes, and that was the entire idea of having this facility, so that we can provide the necessary services. So many of the things we run to Scarborough for, if you are living on this side, you will not need to run to Scarborough anymore. You'll be able to get those services right here in Roxboro.
And these are not yet ready, right?
These aren't ready yet. So when everything comes on stream, some of these will be ready for Friday, and I'll allow Dr. Duke, who is the medical chief of staff, to speak specifically about which of these will be ready on Friday or from Friday, and which will come on from June.
All right, so what's next on our grand tour?
So, follow me. I tend to take the stairs. Everyone who knows me knows that we take the stairs and we go upstairs to where the ward would be.
Exercise is good.
So these are the elevators here.
And of course, stairs. And give me an idea of some of the work that has been going on to get this facility ready.
So if you recognize, we did have a quote-unquote opening some time ago, and because of that, we had to ensure that all of the equipment that was in here, that the equipment is ready. We got here before the elevators got here.
Oh, wow. Yes.
We had to ensure that all of the equipment that had been procured and sitting here are actually ready and waiting for use. We had to ensure that all of the systems, because remember, systems include people doing things with machines and so forth. So we needed to make sure that all of the systems are in place, that the doctors, the nurses, all of the specialists, everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing, where they're doing it, and so forth. So all of that is being worked out as we speak to ensure that we have seamless service from April 1st.
All right, and before we get to talk to Dr. Nathaniel Duke, who is the medical chief of staff, we have right here just an idea of some of the services that are going to be available. Of course, access an emergency, laboratory, kitchen, primary care services. We're going to have some wards. There's an operation theater. And of course, administration rooms, which is very important for the management of the facility.
Certainly, certainly. And one of the things we want to point out specifically that definitely will be available from the first is dialysis. So we have some dialysis patients who are from the East who currently have to go all the way to the Bacolet Health Center to be dialyzed. They can come to Roxboro now to get that done.
All right, so we're probably going to go and talk to Dr. Nathaniel Duke, and he's going to give us the other part of the tour through the dialysis and the rest of what the Roxboro Hospital has to offer.
Certainly.
So to give us an idea of what the dialysis room and some of the other rooms up here are going to be offering, we're going to speak with the Chief Medical Staff of the hospital, Dr. Nathaniel Duke. Good morning and welcome to you, Dr. Duke.
Good morning and welcome.
Right. So we're about to go into the dialysis room. Can you give me an idea of how many patients would be able to be serviced up here?
Well, the dialysis unit currently has 6 chairs, all right? But we'll be using 5 at any point in time. And the way dialysis works is on a shift system. So each patient have to be dialyzed for about 3 to 4 hours. So therefore, in a 24-hour cycle, you can dialyze quite a bit of patients. So as the patient numbers increase, we can increase our dialysis shift system and schedule. So at any point in time, in one day, you can dialyze over, I'm close to 12 patients in here on a 2-shift system.
So, and how many patients do we have lined up for the first treatments in here now?
Well, currently what we are doing, we are decanting the patients who are resident in the Tobago East. So we have identified that there are approximately 6 patients, but there are more patients to be added. So this will actually give them the advantage of the long travel time. And you know, post-dialysis, some people are totally washed out, they are tired. So this will negate and be a little bit better for them.
Would this be increased at all, or would it stay like this for a period?
Well, as we are hoping that we don't have to increase the amount of dialysis chairs, because that is going to say something about chronic disease management. This unit has the capacity to dialyze up to 30 patients. So, and that is quite a bit, all right? It is one of the most advanced dialysis units that we have right now in the country. And the way how it's laid out, it can dialyze quite a bit of patients. So we're going to start off with 6, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed that we do not increase the amount of chronic diseases on the island to negate full upscaling of this unit.
But for now, the patients here are going to be getting some of the best treatment.
Yes, they will get some of the best treatment that we can offer for dialysis care.
All right, so now we're on to some of the other. So, I mean, I think we're about to go into some of the wards, right? But of course, those are not yet ready. When will those be ready?
So, our target date is June the 1st, to be able to initiate our emergency room and inpatient services.
All right. So, well, we're now walking into the ward area.
Okay. Welcome to the unit.
Right. Now, and as you lead me, can you give me an idea of what wards do we have in here and the capacity?
So the capacity is 21 beds. It's divided into male and female. You can handle medical, surgical. It also has pediatrics, and you have maternity, labor, and delivery.
All right. So can we get a look at some of...
Okay. So, and we have nursery as well. So I forgot about that. So here you have one maternity pod.
Okay.
All right.
So just 2 beds in here for now. So just wait for the cameraman to come in and have a look.
Yes.
And of course, all this brand new equipment.
All this brand new equipment arrived. They have been tested and retested, so they are ready. And you also have the physiological monitors, which are here. All of the patient monitors. Each patient will actually have their own cupboard where they can put their personal belongings. Right. And you can... all of the curtains can be pulled for privacy.
Right, and are all the wards similar to this, that nice, small, intimate size, or?
No, they're different sizes, especially for the surgical and medical part of it.
All right, and then can you give us an idea of what it took to get some of this equipment into the hospital?
Oh, a lot of logistics. We're talking about getting stuff in from China, Germany, Canada, all right, with the shipping problem all over the world and the freighting issue. It took a lot of behind the scenes logistics to get all of the equipments here. Even when they arrived, and they had to be cleared on the port had a lot of backup, so it was a lot of administrative work. Moving stuff between Trinidad and Tobago has always been a challenge of this bulk nature, as well as transporting this bulk, all of this bulk around the world to get here. So several companies had to be involved at the same time, and everything had to be well coordinated.
All right, so now as we move on to another area, could you tell me how many patients, if there will be any patients that will be transferred here from the Scarborough General Hospital when this is opened? Okay,
so the transfer of patients is one that has to be, it's a fluid process. So you will have physician to physician input. You transfer a patient when the service is not offered at a facility. So the movement of a patient from Signal Hill to here will require some discussion as to, you know, why would you want to move a patient from Signal Hill to here. The services that will be available here, right, will also need some input as well from those at Signal Hill. Although we're going to have all the physicians, etc., we always need to collaborate because it's a very small island and we have a few specialty care on island. Okay. All right. So we have maternity, labor and delivery. Yes, you now can deliver your babies in the Tobago East.
And I know a lot of women are excited about that ability now.
Yeah, and you have the baby nursery section, all right, in which the babies can be cared for if needed. All right.
All right. And then here we have, I see we have a pediatric ward as well.
Yes, and so you have the female pods and the male pods. You can take a look.
Oh, yes.
All right.
All right. Ooh. So quite similar to that of the maternity wards.
Right. So what is very interesting now is you have the call system. Right. If at any point in time you need help, you press the red button, and you are able to speak to your nurse, and your nurse can speak to you through that device. All right.
And is this something that's offered at the Scarborough General Hospital, but only for here?
Well, this was upgraded for here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So some of the best for the persons in the East.
Yes. So you have some an electronic patient monitoring system is available here. All right. When you do press, everything lights up here. So the nurse will be able to identify who is pressing, where they are pressing. It lights up here, and it also lights up in front.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about some of the training involved in getting the nurses prepared for some of this new technology?
Okay, so when the staff has been appropriately identified by the Human Resource Department, there's a lot of training that has to be done. A lot of end-user training has to be done to be able to work all of these equipments, right? Because some of these equipments, the technology is quite new to the island. Right, so we're looking at approximately 1 to 2 weeks of end-user training. And to get the end-user training, you have to bring back the manufacturer, who are the authorized person to provide those end-user training. So there's a lot of coordination.
And of maintenance as well?
The good thing about maintenance is that they provide the technical maintenance training to our local staff, who can do the maintenance intervention. And if there's any higher level maintenance issues, then they can provide that support after.
All right. Now we're moving here to the operation theater. So Dr. Duke, can you tell me a little bit about some of the operations and that cadre of services that would be offered to patients in here?
General surgery, as well as we will offer some vascular surgery access for the dialysis patient, and of course gynecologic surgeries as well. There's also an ICU and a recovery unit on the other side. So that negates the need for major transfer out when the time for opening and full scale up is here.
Okay, and of course this will be ready in June.
Yes, we are aiming for June the 1st to have full operation of the operating theater.
And is it that we're still waiting on some of the equipment?
No, everything is there.
Okay.
Everything is there. All right.
All right. Would we be able to get a look in here?
You can push the door.
All right.
Okay. So this room is where the patients are going to be transited through. All right. This is where they're going to be received by the anesthesiologist.
Right, and we already have an incubator here for babies.
So this is a resuscitative incubator for any baby who is in distress. All right. So the patients are going to be received and assessed by the anesthesiologist at this point in time, and then they make their way over to the main surgical area. All right.
And of course, folks, I want to remind you that this is a Tobago Updates exclusive look. Only with Tobago Updates will you get insights like this.
So here is where the surgeons are going to do their scrubbing in. All right.
Let us have a quick peek.
All right. Here's where the surgeons are going to scrub in before they enter into the operating room. Okay. And this is one of the most modern operating theater. All right.
All right. So as we walk in, I want you to explain to me a bit about why this is one of the most modern operating theaters.
Just take a look for yourself. Just take a look for yourself.
So you would say this
is state-of-the-art stuff. All right. So more than it's a large theater, you can also the LED lights, and also it has technology where the surgeries can actually be videoed, and you can have direct link from surgeons,
consultants
from anywhere in the world using this equipment here.
Wow.
All right. So you can have external viewing and external people actually looking in. It can be recorded for teaching purposes as well. All right, so we have all of the resuscitation devices and all of the cabinets, etc. So the place is just going to be reformatted again before June for final surgery. We're going to do more sterilization of this of the space.
Of course.
But the equipments are here.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what are some of the specialized surgeries that you guys might be wanting to introduce here at the Roxboro Hospital?
So we are looking at, when the surgeon comes on board, we'll be looking at minimal invasive surgery, which includes laparoscopic surgery. We also will be looking at other gynecologic surgeries as well. But you don't want to venture into too many domains where you will need higher level, tertiary level support for post-op care. You want to be able to do stuff that you can handle with the minimum complications in a community hospital. All right, so laparoscopic surgery is one of our main goals, using Tobago-born surgeons who are overseas and who have expressed their interest to give back this level of service.
And if I recall correctly, over the past few years, there has been some training that's been going on with our surgeons in laparoscopic surgeries,
yes,
right?
Yes.
All right. Can you give us an idea of how many surgeons have been trained in that field?
Oh, no.
Oh, you're not aware?
On the field of surgery, most of the surgeons graduating now are trained in minimal invasive surgery. So it's a part of their surgical core training now. All right, so most of the surgeons graduating and coming on will be trained in that.
All right, and I know here, I'm guessing
right.
this is...
So this is recovery and ICU.
Right.
All right, so the recovery area, we can recover 3 patients at a time. Right, it can be converted into what's called a high dependency unit if needed, because we have all of the physiological monitors and all of the pumps for that. And then we have the ICU, right, which is more advanced than the recovery unit, and all the patients are monitored via telemetry monitor.
So from what you're saying, it seems as though a lot of this setup is even more advanced than in Scarborough.
Well, I wouldn't say more advanced. We are just using other modalities, but the technology is here to do quite a bit of work. There's quite a bit of advanced work. The technology is here, so we just have to use it as how it was designed to be used and optimize it. Yep.
All right. So now as we go on to the other part, I want you to tell me a little bit about how does it feel to be back in Tobago and giving your service here?
For me, it's an honor, it's a privilege. This has been a challenge to bring this facility to where it is, as it has its major challenges, especially trying to commission a hospital in a pandemic. Right, so I view it as a challenge and my way of giving back to the population at all. All right.
All right. So now we're moving on to where?
So you are heading to the outpatient clinic?
All right.
Okay. All right.
Let me just head on. I was trying to get you to like talk as you're walking now, so we're not just we're not just stopping.
Okay.
Right?
All right. So back downstairs, ground 0.
All right.
All right. So here's where the patients are going to be seen and evaluated. Yeah. All right.
So it's just a simple setup.
It's a simple setup, and you have your computer, access to the electronic medical record, prescriptions.
And you can view your X-rays if you have. Or
well, now with digital technology, there's no need for this much, but we have it as backup. Most of the images are going to be displayed on the computer.
Wow.
Yeah, through our picture archive system.
So will there still be a need to have the printouts of X-rays? Or will patients be able to get that in a digital file?
That can be given via CD, it can be given hard copy, but of course the hard copy is expensive because one of those films costs $100.
Wow.
All right, so we prefer to give the digital format, which can be sent to any physician anywhere. Right? And the radiologist can read from anywhere in the world because that technology exists.
And I think a lot of patients are going to appreciate that.
Okay.
All right, and now we are moving into what area?
You are back on the corridor to heading back out to the main reception area once more.
Okay. So, and this is one.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just where they do vaccines.
All right.
Okay.
So, and I think another service that you're offering in this area is pharmaceutical services.
Yes, so we have outpatient pharmacy and inpatient pharmacy. The pharmacy area is a secured area, so we don't really allow much traffic in and out of there.
Naturally.
But we do have full pharmacy services based at Roxboro.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, as we are about to wrap up this segment, is there any message that you have for patients in the East and Tobago as a whole as you're getting ready to unveil all these services to the people?
The message I have for them is we are here to provide this service for the people of Tobago and Tobago East in particular. We would like the community to embrace the healthcare providers who are traveling far and wide to be here to provide this service. We are your friends, we are your helpers, and we are here to work with the community in order to make this facility one of the best facilities for healthcare delivery in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, so we're looking forward for good things in the East for the people of Tobago at the Roxboro Hospital. And again, Tobago, this is an exclusive Tobago Updates look at the Roxboro Hospital, because from today, some of these services are going to be available to you. Of course, some more are going to come in June. However, the work has started. That's it from me, Candice Jackson, and it's back to you in studio.
Well, thank you so much there, Candice. I tell you, sunnier days ahead in the East. And we are certainly looking forward to that. It's all happening at the Roxboro Hospital. Now, I know that very soon a lot of you down on the West are going to be traveling over to the East, traveling up to the East and to be able to access some of these health services. I want to share some of what's been happening on the live, even during that interview with that Candice had with Dr. Duke and Dr. Faith B. Israel. Persons were commenting that it was a really great initiative and they're pretty excited about what's happening in the East. One of the questions coming in from a viewer on the live, Marriott James, Dr. Duke and Dr. Faith, can you say who are the specialist doctors that we need in Tobago other than orthopedic specialists? And how soon can we have them residing in Tobago? If they are sourced, as I speak, are they limited to TNT or outside of? I await a response. So that's going out there to Dr. Duke and Dr. Faith B. Israel. Marlene Hamilton says, facilities look great. Tobago East, sunny days ahead. Look, my specialty surgery. Yes, Shirley Cook. We hear you loud and clear. Landon Phillips is saying here this morning, Dr. Faith, let me see that, yeah. Indeed, Dr. Faith B. Israel has been doing such a great job in these difficult days. We're hearing as well from Kershel Elliott, great morning, Tobago. Neitha Peters, maybe I missed it, but I didn't see an area for MRI. Is there one? And they'll be able to answer that for you. Kimmy Alfred Potts, hey, don't steal our tagline, forget that. Okay, all right. All right, so lots of things happening there, and we really want to thank the Secretary for Health. We want to thank Dr. Duke for being able to share that information with the Tobago public. We're switching gears at this time, viewers, as we go over to our friends in the media world over at 98.1 The Promise. We will be chatting this morning about student prayer. So this morning on the program with us, we've got Kieran Fritz and Jay Shadigans. Kieran is one of the committee members for student preparation. 2022, and Jay Shadigans is also one of the committee members. So we say good morning and welcome to, good morning and welcome to you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's good to meet up with you guys. Jaysha, it's nice to see you. Kieran, it's good to meet you again.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Hope you're hearing me.
It's our pleasure to be here.
Yes, we're hearing you loud and clear. So let's start this morning. Student Preparation 2022. If I'm not mistaken, this is what, the final leg of things? Give us an idea of what's been happening.
Well, we have one more leg to go after this, but we are in the final stages, indeed. Student prayer has evolved, and we are now calling it Student Preparation 2022, and our theme this year is Doing It Right. We are in I would say the second to last leg, dealing with the secondary school students, also the parents, teachers, social workers, and guidance counselors. This event has been going on for over 10 years now, And it's been really an event to push the whole aspect of balance in terms of getting students to understand the importance of preparing themselves for their exams. And also, of course, at the Family Focus Broadcasting Network, we do promote and push very, very heavily prayer as a means for success as well, trusting God to take you through.
All right. Now, Jesha, you are one of those examples. You have walked the road of being one of those students involved in student prayer, as it was known back then. Tell us from your experience how prayer has been an integral part of your studies and, you know, whether it was successful or not.
Definitely, it was successful, and I want to encourage everybody, secondary school students, parents, etc. Please register for Student Preparation 2022. From my experience, it wasn't just prayer, because some people might think, okay, this is probably a prayer thing I'm coming to. I could just go to church and get prayer. No, it's more than just prayer, but you're getting advice from persons who may have walked the road as well, even practical advice on how to study. Because, you know, as a young person, sometimes you don't know how to study. Yes, you want to study, you're excited, you're interested in getting good grades, but sometimes you just don't know how. And student preparation, as it is now called, that provides the opportunity for you to get advice and pray. Perfect combination.
Perfect combination. Kira, let me ask you here. It's virtual this year, and it was virtual last year, yes? How has the virtual experience been working for students, parents, teachers?
Well, I must say it has been a success. I think we caught it just in the right season where a lot of students, parents, teachers, and everyone involved got accustomed to the virtual space, the virtual world as we now call it. So I believe if we started just as the virtual thing started, we might have had some more challenges, but we really have had some success in that we've been able to reach many different countries on the same day. You know, we started to go to different countries, Grenada and Guyana, and we had so many aspirations to go to different islands. And then now we are able to actually address all of these nations at one. We have a lot of islands this year. Really grateful and thankful for it. We have places like the Bahamas, Jamaica, Barbados, Belize, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Antigua and Barbuda, and, you know, Trinidad and Tobago, of course. And Grenada, again, we're going to be touching down with them too. So it's been an awesome time learning and getting accustomed to this new virtual space. And the students who've been involved so far, they have had nothing but good things to say.
All right. Do you have an idea of how many students you had involved in student prayer, the virtual experience last year?
Well, last year, I want to believe the figure was close to 400, which was mind-blowing because a couple of days before the event actually happened, we had just about, I would say, 150 or 200 people thereabout registering. So we thought maybe people still have to get accustomed to this. But as they say in Trini sometimes and Tobago, you know what happens. Last minute, sometimes people just jump on board. But we were very grateful. But 400 members. So far, since the event has been taking place the last 2 years, I think we've covered close to at least 700 people registering and being a part of this wonderful event.
And I'm really excited for 2022. Are you in a position this morning, either one of you, to give us an idea of the topics that will be covered? Because as Jesha mentioned, it's not just about prayer, but it's about advice. What are some of the topics that you think are integral for students moving forward as they get into prayer preparation for CXC and CAPE?
Well, I think that some of the topics that would be touched on, I mean, let me tell you, student preparation is so unique that we don't come and say, okay, we're touching on this rigid topic. I think that the presenters are always open and always interactive. So yes, of course, they would be given study tips and advice, but they make it interactive. They hear what the audience wants, you know, where the audience is at. So of course, there will be study tips. They will be given advice on how to prepare and stuff like that. However, again, it's so interactive, it's so open that the audience can ask questions and get the feedback.
All right, so really excited. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to this, but it's important, as you mentioned, that persons register. And how can they register this morning?
Well, registration is actually pretty simple. We've opened up the Isaac IG page. That's at Isaac the Promise, and also our Facebook page at Isaac the Promise. And once you go on the page, you'll see the student preparation flyer. Once you click on it, there's a registration link there. You just simply click on the link and it will take you through the process of registration, which is pretty easy. It's just going to be your name and what you're going to be registering for, what breakout session, and also your email address. And then you're inside. You'll be updated on the day, and you'll get an email coming to you stating that you are now on the inside for the event. It's virtual. It's free. It's absolutely free. I think I should mention that. It's been that way since it started. It's really something that I don't think, if you have to pay for it, I mean, you gotta pay a lot of money because the qualified folks that usually come on board with us, and this year is no different. A lot of great speakers. The registration process should happen as we come over this year. We want to invite everybody listening, everybody viewing to go and register. Just go at Isaac the Promise on IG, at Isaac the Promise on Facebook. Click on the link, and you'll be inside. Very simple.
All right. No, this event is not only for students, but we're talking parents, teachers, caregivers.
Yes, social workers, guidance counselors. Yeah, it's for you. Yeah.
All right. All right. Are you in a position?
I know they're going to be breakout sessions. So breakout sessions basically happening where you get an opportunity to the students will be spoken to alone, and then the other folks will be spoken to as well separately. So you don't get that, feel of I'm getting primary school or secondary school knowledge here, and I'm think I'm missing out on what I already came for. There are breakout sessions where the parents, social workers, guidance counselors, they'll be in their own rooms.
All right. Are you in a position very quickly to tell us about some of the facilitators who would be taking over sessions this year?
I'm going to pull on Jaysha if she has her facilitators on her, as I'm obviously on the road. We had for the secondary school, there were 2 facilitators that we've used all throughout for the primary and secondary. The name slipped me right now, but I do believe that they are coming back with us at this venture for the secondary school, and I know that we're going to have some involvement as well from some other folks from the other islands. So there's going to be this cultural exchange where we have some speakers coming who are going to be imparting knowledge, and we really are looking forward to it. But the names do slip me at the moment. I know, and I'm not sure if Jisha has them handy, but I don't want to pretend like I have it.
No problem. No problem, Kiran. All right,
but
Jisha, are you in a position?
Important. Well, something that's important that he said is that you will not just be getting knowledge from Trinidad and Tobago facilitators, right? It's facilitators from across the region. So it's like a whole cultural experience. You're getting to hear from somebody probably from Barbados, Jamaica, etc. So I don't have the names of the facilitators on hand, but I can tell you it will be such an amazing experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kieran Fritz and Jay Shadigans representing Isaac 98.1's The Promise Student Preparation 2022. So we're really excited. Thank you so much for joining us for that segment. We really do appreciate all of the information. Very quickly here, viewers, before we take a break, before we encourage you to share the live, we've got a few more birthdays coming in. So Carrie Alfred, this is the little Carrie Alfred. She is the daughter of one of the daughters of Carrie and Gail Alfred, celebrating her birthday today. I understand her 12th. I can't believe, all this time has gone by already. So Carrie celebrating her birthday. So love going out to you this morning, Carrie. As well as Una Antwine from Charlottesville, celebrating her birthday tomorrow on the 2nd of April. My darling, happy birthday going out to you. In fact, I'm going to be in Charlottesville later today for a funeral, unfortunate. Well, again, condolences going out to the family. All right, so just want to encourage you this morning. Lots more coming up on the Tobago Updates Morning Show, viewers. So share the live, share the live, share the live.
Tobago is Easter, so join us. Call Thorns Place 745-7306 or 682-8676 and book your stay now. Rooms as low as 200 TT. Message us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Just a 5-minute drive from the Scarborough Port. Tobago is Easter, so join us.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC Secret Recipe Bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
The buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Rest easy at American stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American Stores, where we make quality living affordable.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Good morning.
Viewers, welcome back. We are back again with the Tobago Updates morning show. And I tell you, never a dull moment here on set. So yes, we've switched gears, switched location just a little bit. And we are chatting this morning with Abigail Daniel, who is the director of Grasshopper Trading. Along with her this morning, Corelli Lyons, in charge of, who is the marketing director, and Catch the Waves Solution, Inc. And this morning, viewers, we are talking about Grasshopper, the Grasshopper Entrepreneur Mixer. These ladies are going to tell us a little bit more about this. Good morning and welcome to you, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's good to have you. Really good to have you on the program. So tell us, give us some background information here before we get into the mixer. What is Grasshopper all about?
All right, so Grasshopper is about moving forward as a collective. Just as the imagery in our icon, our logo, symbolizes the migratory type within that species. When they move forward, they swarm, but within that swarming, there's order. So there's a lot going on, but an objective is being achieved, which also lends itself to the idea of strength in numbers, which also lends itself to the concept of I am because we are. And those are the guiding principles of Grasshopper. As an entity, as a unit, as a network, it's about bringing all the necessary resources together to achieve a particular objective. That objective is not just business development, but being able to have trading in a physical and a virtual space.
Why the concentration on entrepreneurship? Why business? Why business development?
Having the personal experience of starting a business during the COVID time as well.
Oh, congratulations to you.
Thanks. Right, so within that experience, I would have observed certain opportunities for improvement in how the support is being offered to entrepreneurs coming up, emerging in Tobago. So along with other persons, other professionals within the field, and going through my own learning experiences, we were able to create a network that provides it's not a guru of any sort, but basically we try to meet all the entrepreneurs where they're at. For example, there were some persons that showed an interest in us but didn't have their business registered, didn't have a logo, needed help with social media marketing and content management. So when they registered to be part of the event, they're also encouraged to say what other support they need. So just as the ideas I was talking about, the swarm and order, there's a lot going on behind the scenes in terms of capacity building. But what we present is a quality product in a warm, friendly environment. This is the sales environment that allows persons to not just purchase these products, but also have an in-person experience with the producer, as well as have the opportunity to link with other business persons and other business professionals that could help you in your journey.
All right, let's chat over here with Corelli. She's sitting there so quietly, just waiting. I love it. So, Corelli Lyons, you are the marketing director. Tell us what is involved in putting this mixer together.
Well, I got involved with the mixer and with Abigail because I have been one of the persons behind the Catch the Wave Solutions, as well as a non-profit foundation, which is the Pride of Tobago Foundation. As a business owner and career banker for many years, and being from Tobago, one of the things that I noted was that there was an amazing abundance of talent, entrepreneurial talent in Tobago. And because during the COVID, for the past 2 years, well, just before the COVID, we embarked on this journey insofar as assisting and building entrepreneurship in Tobago. So we have been doing that for the past 2 years through these two organizations. And that is where we connected with Abigail and this amazing event, the Grasshopper. So what we have been doing is basically been searching across the length and breadth of Tobago for entrepreneurial talent and working with them using my expertise and a team of mentors and other business people both here and in the diaspora to help Tobago's entrepreneurial economy. Our aim is to build what we call an entrepreneurial hub and an entrepreneurial economy in Tobago, to transform the economy from where it would be state dependent to where we are focused on developing private enterprise through entrepreneurship. And the awesome event that Abigail and her team has put together, which is the Grasshopper Mixer, is one that we felt a need to support. So we are there in a support role to Abigail and her team as they embark on this journey. We are behind the scenes and we provide a range of business solutions, from starting your business, financial advice, to if you need to restructure. We were on the roll, as we call it, we introduced what we call the Tobago Pivot. So we were actually supporting persons in pivoting through the pandemic. And so this is where we're at, and we're happy to be a part of this Grasshopper Entrepreneur Mixer.
And I'm hoping at this point Abigail is in a position to give us an idea of some of the vendors who would be a part of the mixer.
No problem at all. Showing up this morning, we have Mira Fragrances, Amira Lashley. We have Nafisa St. Bernard Warwood of Afisans. We have Aura Gordon of Slimtastic 4. And A+, Andrea Agard of A+ Designs. Those are just some of the 11 vendors that we have within the booths, but we have other entrepreneurs that we would have invited to be part of the experience and to be part of the networking.
And how can the public get involved?
Come down to the mixer. You can have that one-on-one conversation with myself, other members of my team, as well as Miss Lyons' team as well. You can go to our social media pages. On Facebook, it's Grasshopper. On Instagram, it's Grasshopper TT. On both pages, you can find our contact number as well as our email address, and you can get in contact with us.
Is the mixer being carried live?
We have some video footage that will be at the event as well, for our records, of course, and also to show the happening now videos. Yes, we have an entity that will be doing that for us.
All right, well, ladies, thank you so much. Any other bits of information that you'd want our viewing public to be aware of?
Just to say, from the Catch the Wave Solutions, we do have a pavilion at the event, and we have offered to provide free what we call micro consultations to individual entrepreneurs on a one-on-one basis on any specific area of concern they may have in moving themselves forward as an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurship is not an academic field. It is really a purpose and passion, and so all the support they need, mentorship and otherwise, is what we are there to provide. So we are opening up ourselves to that and providing that support to Abigail and the Grasshopper event today, and we are proud and happy to be here to see.
And what time does all of this start?
The formal agenda, the format for the morning, we have the one-on-one conversations with the vendors that have signed in. So by signing in to be part of this event, and this is one of a series of events that will come up, they will be themed events. So this one is health and beauty. We'll have another home and garden, food and beverage, different categories of products and producers. So those persons that signed into the event have the benefit of that one-on-one conversation, not only with Ms. Lyons, but some of the professionals that are linked to Grasshopper. So we have business development professionals, marketing professionals, social media content management professionals. They are coming out this morning for that one-on-one. Thereafter, we invite the public to come in, see the products that are on sale, of course support them. So part of supporting is purchasing from them, as well as to take advantage of the opportunity to chat with Ms. Lyons and her team.
Definitely.
And all our events would have a similar structure, in that we would have noticed that while pop-up shops have done a lot for entrepreneurs on the island, a lot of producers leave the pop-up shop, and they go back home in the same position that they were in. They haven't formed any networks, they haven't made any connections to any professionals that could develop their skills. So we would look at that format moving forward, and to pair the vendors with the support that they needed. When we looked at this profile of vendors, we saw a lot of them needed business development support, so that's who we brought in. Some of the others that we're planning, for example, home and garden and food and beverage, they're a bit more established in terms of their craft and their business, so they need a different level of interaction. So that's when we need to bring in the business professionals, the wholesalers, the buyers. So that is the concept we're moving forward within all our mixers.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us, and we
good morning to
look forward to your support.
Definitely,
Big
we're going to have to drop in.
We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, viewers, for joining us at this point. We want to take a very quick break. So again, share the live. Share the live. Share the live.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Good morning, good morning, put a smile on your put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Well,
Good morning.
viewers, thank you again for joining us. And we had a really great day in your company. So we want to thank all of you for logging on, whether you tuned in on Gael, M&E TV, or you were on the live. We say thank you so much for joining us today. Yes, it is the 1st of April, and please keep the pranks down today. Yes, keep the pranks down. But we trust that you have a great day. So remember to stay safe. Remember, yeah, viewers, wear your mask, sanitize, and socially distance. But also, we go over to the birthday boy. We're going over to the birthday boy. We're going over to the birthday boy. Yeah, I know he's not expecting this morning. So this is our birthday boy here celebrating his birthday today, our director. And I'll tell you, viewers, This is a young, talented man. Judan, I want to ask the age on air. You can't tell us. Because I know you've been telling people. I know you've been telling people you're over 25. And we know you're not over 25. Your parents ain't liking that, eh? Your mother listening, your mother watching, and she ain't liking that. All right, so happy birthday. So we're going to be having some cake, some cheesecake. That's for us or for you? I don't mind sharing it with you, no, Judan. I don't mind sharing it with you. But viewers, really young and talented, and we are really happy to have Judan as a part of our Tobago Updates team. I tell you something, we cannot do it without him. He is an integral part of who we are, what we do, and the Tobago Updates. So I trust viewers that he's going to have a great day, and we're going to have a great day. And our ladies who are sitting on set with us, I just found out that Abigail Daniel, I need to put this in really quickly. Abigail is the sister of Tafiwa Daniel and Didan Daniel. So that tells me a whole lot more about who she is, all right? Yeah, so Abigail, I had to put it in. I really had to. All right. And Kip, where's Kip? How can we? Yeah, long list indeed. So have a great day, Tobago. We will see you on Monday. Oh yeah, we've got Good Morning Tobago coming up just after the break. So you don't want to miss it with Candace and Denicia. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.
I just want the microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning, put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, put a smile on your face.
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards.
Welcome to Tobago Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and
looms as remains. When the public is nobody lives here. Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearsides, marine
and Tobago fishermen.
When will the Roxboro Hospital be fully functional?
Of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window at the treasures like the golden
continue
waterfall
to rise in Tobago.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace, Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Am I
Hey. Hey.
Tobago updates. Na 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 na. Good morning, Tobago. Na 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 na. Wake up with Candace and Denise here.
Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor.
In the headlines, students and parents relieved after SEA exams. Criminals want to stay away from Tobago over the Easter holidays. Second autopsy reveals diver might have been alive for up to 39 hours. And in sport, Tiger Tanks Under-20 tournament set to kick off in Tobago.
And you and me, together we strong. Our people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you and me, together we stronger.
Welcome to Good Morning Tobago. I am Denise Dempster. And I am Candace Jackson. It is Friday, April 1st, 2022, and let's dive into our top story. 982 students wrote the secondary entrance assessment examinations yesterday in Tobago. The Division of Education, Research and Technology stated that 6 students were not able to sit the exams because of COVID-19 related reasons, but they will have the opportunity to write the exam on April 24th. Another student fell ill during the exam and had to be withdrawn. That student will also be allowed to retake the exam. Meanwhile, the division is reporting a smooth examination process. For the parents and students, there was a collective feeling of relief now that the exams are over. Here is more in this report. A journey that will take them to another stage in their education.
Relief. It has been months and months of...
Anxious parents waited eagerly with balloons and treats to greet their children as the SEA exams were concluded. It marked the end of a journey that will take them to another stage in their education.
Relief. It has been months and months of preparation, getting her to this point. She really focused coming down to the last, we saw the dedication. There was so much sacrifice that went into getting her to this moment.
I feel so relieved. The preparation just to get her ready for this day, it was really a lot. Given that we're parents that are fully involved with our kids in terms of following them academically.
Well, for me, during the pandemic, it was a bit of challenge between me and my son, but we have overcome the obstacle. Now that it's concluded, I'm a bit relaxed now, we're looking forward for the results.
For the children, there were mixed reviews about the exams.
It was good. I was more nervous before, but when I sat down, I got comfortable.
Good. In section 3, one of the questions was just kind of hard for me and I didn't really understand it.
It was kind of stressful, but it wasn't that difficult if you really focused and you tried.
It was stressful. It was kind of exciting too because we had a nice observator. She was very nice. Had lots of exciting things going on in the classroom.
It was easy and good.
Now that the exams are over, rest, relaxation, and a bit of fun is on the minds of the students.
Good, I could play my game, Free Fire.
I feel great and now I could get a break.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. Relax.
Great. I feel happy and excited.
Well, I'm having fun now. I'm going in to watch a movie with my friends. And then maybe if I have extra time, I could go to a pool somewhere.
Results for the SEA exams will be released on July 1st. For Tobago Updates, I am Candace Jackson. Students at Goodwood Secondary School will benefit from an e-sport program, which is an initiative from the United States of the America Embassy.
The students will be exposed to careers in tech industry over the next 3 months.
Goodwood Secondary School is the first in the Caribbean to benefit from an e-sport initiative by the U.S. Embassy. The program allows students to explore careers in technology, according to Public Relations Officer for the U.S. Embassy, Kirsten Michener.
We're forming this eSport club to teach you, the Goodwood students, about different careers associated with esports, to encourage girls in tech, to host workshops, to develop gaming skills, and to interact with professional esports athletes virtually from the United States of America.
Principal of the school, Shara Carrington James, welcomed the program, saying that even though video games often attract controversy, it is a lucrative industry and wants students to broaden their minds.
It means that there are avenues for us to develop and to grow through gamification, competitive attitude development, and all of this can be created at our school in a very safe environment.
Carrington James says the program aligns with the school's e-mature initiative, which seeks to encourage students to consider careers in the field of technology. She was grateful that the U.S. Embassy chose Goodwood Secondary School for the launch of the program.
That a program such as this assists our school with the attainment of educational objectives for the students, not just of Trinidad and Tobago, but certainly at Goodwood Secondary School.
Meanwhile, Michener hopes that the eSport program will encourage more girls to consider careers in technology.
I hope and expect that the girls here today will make history themselves, and I will be there to cheer you on.
The program will last 3 months and is being offered to students free of charge. For Tobago Updates, I am Candace Jackson.
Switching gears now to a bit of business news. Chairman of the Tobago Business Chamber, Martin George, is pleased that Caribbean Airlines has added more flights on the domestic air bridge. In a video message sent to the members of the media, George hopes that CAL will pay attention to the passengers and add flights according to the demand.
There is a limitless appetite for Tobago as a vacation destination. We need to understand that Tobago represents the little piece of paradise for most Trinidadians as their vacation getaway. So therefore we need to ensure that we offer maximum access.
However, George believes that it is time a service is offered specifically for those wishing to do business between the islands. He is suggesting the use of seaplanes as a service to the business community.
What we need is a seaplane service operating between the ports of Scarborough and Port of Spain. So therefore in 15 minutes you could be from Scarborough into Port of Spain, get your business done, 15-minute flight, you're back in Scarborough.
George says too much time is wasted on waiting on available flights with Caribbean Airlines for those wishing to conduct short business trips in either island.
Meanwhile, police are sending a warning to criminals who might be seeking to come to Tobago for the Easter holidays to cause trouble. At a police press conference yesterday, Acting Senior Superintendent to Tobago, Junior Benjamin, warned criminals that there will be no mercy spared to those who want to engage in illicit activities.
We are more or less dealing with matters, and hello, you do not really want to come to Tobago to at least engage in any form of criminal activity. You will be caught, and we are sending that signal out there. You will be caught.
Acting Senior Superintendent Benjamin also indicated that they will be on the lookout for Trinidadians without outstanding arrests who might be hoping to be for holiday in Tobago. Meanwhile, Superintendent Rodhill Kirk says the public can expect to see a heavy police presence around the island.
We have officers ready for that duty, so all officers will be present. We'll have increased DUI exercises, patrols, static patrols, roadblocks, visits to the beaches, and port and airport exercises.
He says these measures are all in an effort to ensure visitors to the island and Tobagonians can safely and peacefully enjoy their Easter vacation.
Now for a bit of national news. A second autopsy on one of the LMCS divers, Kazim Ali Jr., found that he may have been alive for up to 39 hours after being sucked into a pipeline. On February 25th, 5 LMCS divers were working on a riser on berth 6 of an offshore Paria pipeline near Pointe-a-Pierre when they were sucked in. One diver, Christopher Boudram, made it out alive, but the other 4 perished. Their bodies were recovered on February 28th after they were declared dead the day before. Attorney for Ali Jr.'s family, Gerald Ramdeen, at the press conference yesterday revealed autopsy reports and death certificates all indicating that he might have still been alive on February 28th.
So that the 3 documents that emanate from the authorities, the public authorities, certify that these people died, well, this individual died on the 28th of February 2022, Monday the 28th of February 2022.
The cause of death was listed as drowning and asphyxia. The bodies of Ali Jr. and his colleagues were flushed out of the pipeline. Ramdeen also presented evidence that he says confirms Paria failed to allow rescue efforts of the 4 men, even after Boudram was able to crawl out of the pipeline and reported the others were still alive. The family wants to take legal action against Paria. Meanwhile, the Commission of Inquiry into the tragedy is expected to begin by the middle of April.
Don't go anywhere. Sports news and the weather is up next.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Tobago is Easter, so join us. Call Thorns Place 745-7306 or 682-8676 and book your stay now. Rooms as low as 200 TT. Message us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Just a 5-minute drive from the Scarborough Port. Tobago is Easter, so join us.
Who is number 1? I am you and you are me. Yeah. Hey.
Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. Now on to a bit of news of sports. The opening games of the inaugural Tiger Tanks Under-20 Invitational Football Tournament will be played at the Montgomery Recreation Ground tomorrow. St. Clair Coaching School will take on Stokely Vale in the opening game of a doubleheader at 2 p.m. 2 hours later, Bethel United will tackle 1976 FC Phoenix. The official launch of the Tobago Group takes place earlier at 10 a.m. at the Dwight York Stadium VIP Lounge, where Minister of Sport and Community Development, Shamfa Kudjo, is expected to bring greetings. 15 teams, 10 from Trinidad and 5 from Tobago, will battle for the coveted trophy. They will be split into 2 groups, 5 each, and play a round robin in the first phase. The 2 winners of the respective groups will then meet to determine the Trinidad champion. In Tobago, the 5 teams will be competing. In Tobago, the 5 teams that are competing are Bethel United, FC Phoenix, St. Clair's Coaching School, Stokely Vale's Football Club, and Youth Stars United. They will play each other twice in the league phase, and the team with the most points will be crowned the Tobago winner. The champions from Trinidad will then clash with the winners from Tobago to determine the national champions.
Moving on to look at today's weather. Today, partially cloudy and hazy conditions with brisk isolated showers in a few areas. Overnight will be dull and mostly clear despite the odd brief showers. Winds will be up to 45 kilometers per hour and seas up to 2 meters in open waters and below 1 meters but occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. Temperatures are expected to reach a high of 31 degrees Celsius and dip to a low of 24 degrees Celsius.
Let's recap the headlines. Students and parents relieved after SCA exams.
Criminals warned to stay away from Tobago during Easter.
Second autopsy reveals diver might have been alive for 39 hours.
And in sport, Tiger Tanks Under 20 tournament set to kick off in Tobago.
That's it for your morning news. Join us later today for the Tobago Updates newscast at 7:30 p.m. All right, Denicia, we have a lot going on today.
Yes, we do. I want to touch a little bit about the whole situation with the police and them saying that criminals who think they are going to come to Tobago and rest, to reflect and relax, they are going to be on the watch, they are going to be looked at, and they're not going to get away that easily as they are moving to crack down on these criminals, because they want to make sure that around Easter everybody is safe, everybody feels that our environment is safe and, you know, comfortable.
Yes, certainly. So it also means that for the public we can expect a bit of inconvenience with roadblocks planned and, you know, just police keeping an eye on things and making sure everything is safe. So beware. There are going to be roadblocks all over Tobago around the Easter holidays especially, and they're going to be testing for DUIs and stuff like that, so folks don't drink and drive.
And you know, that is that is a good thing, because a lot of people around the Easter time, sometimes you would drink, and you drink so much that you become intoxicated, and you're not only putting yourself in danger, but you're also putting others who are on the roadway as well in danger. So I'm very happy that they are doing the DUI. You know, they are testing people and making sure that the intake of alcohol levels is within the limit, so they could prevent the accidents on the roadway, because a lot of people has lost their life due to the intake of alcohol. You're going on the road, you're driving, causing an accident, and you're hurting not just yourself but passengers or somebody else on the roadway.
All right. Well, coming up next, we'll be speaking a bit more on that whole Paria incident where we had that very revealing press conference yesterday, and we only touched a little bit of news, but we're going to get more into it when we get back from the break with Dr. Shane Mohammed. See you then.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
Rest easy at American Stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American Stores, where we make quality living affordable.
Yeah. Hey.
Tobago updates.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago, and joining me would be Dr. Shane Mohammed, a political scientist and lecturer. And we are going to be talking about the whole Paria incident, some of the revelations that came out of a press conference yesterday with the attorney representing Kazem Ali Jr., one of the divers who lost his life in the in that pipeline. Now, one of the things that came, well, a couple of the things that came out was that he may have been alive for up to 39 hours in that pipeline. So good morning to you, Dr. Shane Mohammed, and tell me what you think after hearing that news from attorney Gerald Ramdeen.
Morning, Candice. I think it's a serious dereliction of duty on the part of Paria on several levels, especially as it pertains to occupational health and safety, and ensuring that their employees at the at the end of the day, are well taken care of. The welfare of the employees are at the heart of the company's reputation. In any organization, one of the things that you have to take into consideration is when you have employees that work in high-risk jobs, that there are mechanisms and emergency response and rapid emergency responses in place for situations that may arise, especially for high-risk jobs like people who are doing diving and deep-sea diving and welding and that kind of maintenance underwater. Now, the fact that the attorney has come out and said that the guys may have been alive for upon more than 39 hours, I think it gives us a sense that, one, we have to now question Paria's ability, or whether Paria is equipped with appropriate OSH facilities to ensure that the staff is well taken care of, and that they are not only this particular staff members that have perished, but all staff members are not at risk of losing their lives or being or getting hurt while on the job without a emergency response unit in place. That's one. It also says to me that, you're getting more out of evidence that comes out independently from Paria, which shows Paria in a very, very negative light. What it's going to do is, now Paria is going to be under international scrutiny. Paria is going to be under international scrutiny as it pertains to ISO compliance and all of the various laws and regulations that they are supposed to be adhered to and signed on to in the practice and in the execution of oil and gas, in the practice of business in the oil and gas sector. And this does not look good for Paria whatsoever. It shows negligence, it shows a level of carelessness, it shows a level of being unsympathetic, and it also questions their credibility in terms of telling the truth and facing what is now becoming a scandal of massive magnitude.
Well, Dr. Mohammed, we also saw that timeline of events from the time the guys went down into the hyperbaric chamber. There was on the whiteboard, we saw Attorney Ramdeen showing us almost a minute-by-minute update of what happened in that operation room as they were monitoring the situation. So what are your views on that?
Well, it also says that there's an attempt, one can infer that there may have been maybe an attempt to cover up and to save persons who may be liable for also a dereliction of their duties. And there are stories that are coming out, and there are reports that are coming out and testimonies that are coming out that persons were not doing the job that they were designated to do, which is to monitor what was happening in the hyperbaric chamber. And had persons paid more attention and be more meticulous as to the situation and this specific assignment of the jobs, then the fellas may just not have been in that situation whatsoever. So there are persons who are going to have to be held culpable for their carelessness and for their negligence. That's for sure. But if it's a situation where Paria is attempting to cover up the truth, then Paria is going to also pay the ultimate price, because they're going to lose credibility in terms of doing people's confidence in doing business with them. And if one of the tenets of human resources and human resource management as it pertains to organizations is the safety and welfare of staff members and employees, and that's at the core and at the heart of any responsible, any reputable organization. And we must take into consideration that PARIA is now trying to jumpstart its operation. So this is not a good sign for them.
We have a commission of inquiry about to start in a couple weeks' time. Are you confident that the public and the families, most importantly, will have the answers they are requiring?
Candice, I see commissions of inquiries as mechanisms of the Constitution that seek to really and truly investigate and go into fact finding and be like a tribunal and that sort of thing, right? That's what it's designed to be. But really and truly, I also see it as a mechanism for the government and for any, and not just this government, but any government to say that they did something to get answers. But I also see it as an opportunity for the government to pay out huge sums of monies to lawyers that may be in favor with the party in power. I think a criminal investigation is important. Criminal investigation, an independent criminal investigation from an international perspective is what we should be looking at. We should be treating this issue that has happened and this tragedy that has happened with PARIA as the same way that the Deepwater Horizon tragedy that took place in the Gulf of Mexico a few years back. We should be treating it in the same manner. And I think the only way to do that is for international independent investigation to take place so that the company and those who are liable for the negligence regarding their duties and responsibilities on the job are held culpable.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your perspective on this tragic situation that's been unfolding down there in Trinidad. And viewers, don't go anywhere, but you'll be right back. And welcome back. Well, we're about to just close off, but just in case you missed that interview with Dr. Shea Mohammed, I mean, he gave us some perspectives on what's been unfolding, and coming out of that press conference with attorney Gerald Ramdeen representing the family of Kazim Ali Jr., it seems as though PARIA could be held culpable for some of the incidents that happened there.
Yes, definitely, and I know a lot of people would be relieved that this situation is being dealt with accordingly, because although they have died and buried, some people may say the issue have died, the topic have died rather, and there is nothing that is coming out of this situation. So I am very happy that he said that based on the new evidence and based on the new information that has been brought forward, that something may come out of the situation.
Yes, we're certainly hoping so. But viewers, I mean, that's all that we have for you. It's been a wonderful week, and we will be back on Monday.
And please don't forget, today's April Fool's Day, so keep it down with the pranks. Don't go too overboard.
All right. So see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah. Hey.
Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Wake up with Candace and Denise.
Let's go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy fill the sky.